welcome back to the Daily Update from the Wayne County Sheriff's Office. I'm Captain Doug Hunter coming to you today on July the 12th, 2016. It was a busy evening for deputies last night, starting off with a call on Zerker Road involving a 2-year-old child having been struck by a car in the driveway of the family or residence. Happy to report that there are no life-threatening injuries to that child, who was eventually transported to the hospital. A couple domestic disputes took up some time with the deputies. One of these involved a individual who fled the scene prior to their arrival. They referred that case to the prosecutor for charges against the suspect there. Also, another case of a heroin overdose. This particular case, the people involved stated that the man was possibly suffering from a diabetic type episode, indicating his blood sugar was not what it needed to be. However, the EMTs quickly recognized the case for what it was and administered Narcan and turned the situation around, and that man is okay. Folks, so just a little tip: if you're around somebody who has overdosed on heroin, please cooperate with the people who respond so they can administer the proper treatment. Some time was probably wasted in this case treating the man for a blood sugar problem when he was actually possibly dying from a heroin overdose. So be straight up with the people that are there to save a life. Now also, when we talk about jail, a lot of times people say, well, put the person under the jail, lock them up, throw away the key, and so forth. Well, that is seldom a good solution. One of the things at the county jail level, we have a number of programs within the jail, such as the opportunity for people to get their GED. People that may have dropped out of school, did not finish their education, they're locked up for 6 months or so. It's a perfect opportunity for them to finish their education. But one of the things that's a little less known is the Men of Honor program, something that's relatively new here at the Wayne County Jail. And I'm going to let you talk to or hear from Phil Kleinfelter, who is the director of that program.
I'm the director of a program called Men of Honor. It's sponsored through the Pregnancy Care Center of Wayne and Holmes County. And the goal of that program is to work with young men of all ages. I have clients from 14 to 54 in helping them to learn how to grow up in many cases. We work with Children's Services as well as the juvenile court system, as well as early intervention programs to work with men in helping them to examine their past, to see where those problems started. Because our culture does a good job of looking at what I call the fruit of the problem, but doesn't have the time or the expertise to help young men to get to the root of the problem. And until we help them explore that root and deal with that root, we're going to continue to have challenges with men in our community.
Okay, thank you, Phil. As you might suspect, many of the people that come to jail oftentimes come from broken homes, and I don't want to make any mistake about it. There are people that come to jail that come from fully functional, well-to-do, if you will, homes. But nonetheless, the Men of Honor program is designed to teach these men some responsibility for when they get out of jail. They're going to be coming back into your community, into my community, and hopefully programs such as this will allow them to have the skills needed to go on with their lives and not come back to a jail or be involved in any other criminal activity. So that's what I have for you for today. Remember, as always, to think a little more of others and a little less of yourself, and things will be a whole lot better right here in Wayne County, Ohio.